guys, what's up? It's Naomi the Crafty Savage, and I'm back for this week's whipping chat. If you're new to diamond painting, whip stands for work in progress, not you're gonna whip somebody. I mean, if you want to, you know what I mean. Chat is I'm just gonna run my mouth, tell you about my week. You know, hopefully have some laughs, have some giggles. Hopefully I don't make you pee your pants. I do, before I start getting into diamond painting, wanted to open up just some little things that have come in the mail. This one didn't come in the mail. This one was on my door, but we'll get into it. So, the first one is a card that comes to us from Shay. Let's open this up. See what it, oh, jeez Louise. Okay, see what it says. Aw, let it snow. Right, let's make sure. I mean, Shay's usually pretty, you know, PG, but you never know. Yep, Naomi sending you warmest wishes and wonderful holiday seasons. Thank you for all your love and support. Happy holidays. Love, Shay. That is so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. This, whoop, that just flew off. This next one comes all the way from Canada, from none other than Miss Bev B. So, let's get into this. Now, I mean, Bev, she's the one you gotta worry about. Okay, let's see. So far, so good. Ho, ho, ho. There she is, calling me freaking names. That ain't right, Bev. Not nice. All right, hold on. We got to open this off. Oh, 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 something fell out at me. Hold on, guys. Oh. Okay, so it looks like we have... She sent me a pony sticker. She's not right. I will always look at that pony sticker and think of Bev. So it says, ho, ho, ho. Aw, look, you got Miss Bev's ugly little mug. No, I love her. Isn't she a freaking cutie? She got them little bangs trying to find a sugar daddy while Crayon's out on the road. Let's see. Ho, ho, ho. Use a hoe. I love you, Naomi. I hope you get everything you want for Xmas, including a big eggplant. Merry Xmas, Bish. Beth. Eggplant. I can't draw that eggplant. It looks a little crooked or broken. I don't know if what's coming out of the top of that eggplant. Bev, what are you doing? Okay. The next thing we're gonna get into, that freaking Bev. So this comes from my next door neighbor. She has a little gnome flag out on her yard, and I saw her the other day, and I was like, oh, hey, you know, do you like gnomes? And she's like, yeah. So I gave her one of my gnomes. I left it on her, you know, door in a bag, and I came home from work today, and this was there. So I thought it was cute. It's got, you know, the gnomes say Merry Christmas, and in it, yeah, guys, you hear me stuffing my face. Look at these freaking cookies. Like, look at the size of this freaking cookie. Like, holy freaking Hannah. It's like, oh, it's like the size of Gizmo. And we got some chocolate chips, and I think some oatmeal raisins, some like cranberry ones. I think there's like some brownies. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I got you. It broke. It's not my fault, right? It's not my fault. It broke. I have to eat it. Those are good. I love cookies. They make my heart happy. Okay, my waist, not so much, right? Hold on. This next one comes to us from Sylvia. I had sent her a gnome. Ooh. Please handle with care. Fragile. Thank you. It's fragile, you know, like the lamp. Okay, must be French. All right, so let's get into this. without slicing and dicing and hurting somebody. Ooh. Come on. We're gonna get into this. This freaking meat cleaver, it scares me sometimes, guys. All right, close her up. And let's see. I think we're safe with Sylvia. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Holy moly. Girls just want to have fun. Oh my gosh. I love this song from like when I was like a little girl with, when Cyndi Lauper. Me and my aunt used to dance around in the living room watching it like on the late night, like not Jay Leno, Johnny Carson or something. I mean, I just dated myself, but this is awesome. It's a sticker. Shut the front door. Oh my gosh. I love me some stickers. We got some lips. That's a sticker too. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. That's a sticker. She knows I love stickers. And I love tropical things. Oh, look at this. Look at these stickers with the tropical. Oh, I can make something with this. I know I can. Okay. Oh, look. Here's a card. It's taped to something that is bubble wrapped. Okay. Let's see. Naomi, look at how nice she decorated it with the stickers. Oh my God. I tried, but I'm not that good. Did she make this? Guys, I think she might have made this card. Sophie is really good at making stuff. So let's see. Oh, it's got the little sheep. Thank you. Oh, look at that. It's just like handmade. Holy moly, this is really nice. Hi Naomi, I just wanted to say thank you so much for my gnome. I love him and I named him Grandpa. Aw. He loves to hang out in my craft room. Laugh out loud. Loves Sylvia. I'm so glad. P.S. I made you some coasters and I hope you like them. They are heat and stain resistant. I use mine in my craft room for candles and some in my family room for drinks. Enjoy. Ooh. I was wondering. I'm like, what's fragile? You know, what's so fragile in here? And the box, it's heavy, right? It is heavy. So, okay, let's be careful. Toss this down here. So, I'm going to be very, very careful with this. I need my handy dandy butcher knife. Let's get into this. How are you guys doing this lovely day? I'm going to try and very gently open this. Okay. Okay. It is fragile. Oh my gosh, so she made these coasters, right? I think I remember watching her one video where she was talking about going out and getting coasters. Alright, hopefully that is enough. Let me see if I can. These are heat resistant. She wrapped them up very, very nicely, which is good because I think the new mailman here, I don't think he likes me too much. I get too many packages. So let's very carefully open this up. Okay. Look how nice she has this. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm going to almost break it just trying to get out. Okay, look at that, guys. All right, so it comes in this nice little wrapped bow. These are big. Holy Hannah. It's almost like I don't want to open it. It's so pretty. All right, so we're gonna, how do we get in here? Very carefully, Naomi. We're gonna get in here. You can watch me struggle with this bow. You guys are probably all laughing at me now at this point. It's all cool. It's good. Okay. There's more knots. Dear Lord, baby Jesus, pray for me. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, so let's look at these. Oh my gosh, I love coasters. I was even thinking just the other night, I'm like, I need to get, you know, more coasters when I go out. And every time I go out, I always forget because it's one of them that, like, all right, Sylvia, I'm sorry to do this to your ribbon, but here we go. Okay. But it's one of them that, like, it's not something that, you know, like, you think of. Like, so when you go to the store, like, when you leave, you're like, okay, let me get some coasters. And then, you know, you forget to get the coasters. So let's see. Oh, my gosh, look at these. She made these, guys. Oh, I love this. With, like, the little mixtape and the fun and the magical. Oh, my gosh. And it's heat resistant. What did she say? They're heat resistant. Got this one with the flowers. Oh, I like it. This one has got like that like hardwood rustic looking floor. That is awesome. Like that wood look. Got these like poppy. These are awesome, Sylvia. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Look here. They're heat resistant and water resistant. Heat and stain resistant. That is awesome. I don't know how she makes them, but that is freaking cool. Look at the, oh my gosh. I'm like, woo! All right, so that is my little goodie haul, and I will be right back with some diamond painting. All right, guys, I'm back. I might have stuffed my face with more cookies, but we're not gonna worry about that. I'll cry about it later when my jeans don't fit. So I am working on an Oraloa canvas, The Valley of the Flowers by Elena Dudina. This is what the image looks like. It is a square painting. I'm pretty sure as you know I go along, you'll hear my thoughts about it. I'll be using my Munimade tray. I have this adorable little turtle. It's my little blinged out turtle from Shine Shop Designs. I also have my scented Snap blinged out turtle from Oh Snap Crafters Cafe. I have the scent Eggnog in my little scent there. I'll probably be switching off between these two pens. One is my Chroma Diamond Art Pen. The other one comes from Nyxs Creation. I might have that wrong, but I will have everything linked down in the description box down below. Okay, so before I start, because you know every time I record my video and then as I'm uploading it, I'm like, ding dong, you forgot to tell them. So just a, you know, a small little plug. I am an affiliate with TSA. So if you wanted to order anything off of their site, you can use my code Naomi15. I'm pretty sure that's it. Who knows? It's been one of them weeks, but we'll get into that. I also, somebody had asked me about like the buy me a coffee. So I set that up, and I believe I set that up. You know, like you know you're getting older when like technology, like you start like questioning yourself, and you're like, wait, did I do that right? Like I think I did it right. So I believe I have that set up as buy me a Boba Tea. So you know, if you want to help contribute to the channel, all the money I get, I promise you I will dump right back into the channel, either buying diamond paintings, pens, just all kinds of, you know, crazy things that I find to help you guys out, show you guys. So all right, let's see, where should we start? We should start with number 3. Oh, y'all guys, let me tell you, this canvas, I love the image. I love the image. But these drills, let me tell you. Me and these drills, I don't know if it's the canvas. I'm not sure if it's the drills. But it's like, I swear, like they slide around. They don't stay put. I have never, like, I mean, I've stopped working on a canvas to, you know, work on another thing, but I always come back. When I say this might be my first canvas that, like, I might just set it on fire. I do apologize if you hear Roscoe banging. He is underneath my drafting table because, you know, he's a pain in the butt and he keeps kicking the leg of my table. So I do apologize if for some reason, you know, it shakes. You hear any banging? That is just Roscoe P. Jenkins, aka Pudge, with his fat behind. But yes. So what was I? Oh, about this canvas. So yeah, so like I said, I'm not, so you know, like these drills don't seem too bad. But this like dark blue, these 823s. Oh, ooh. When I say like I can't. It just, I'm going to try to force myself. I have a feeling I'll probably start another canvas. I've received quite a few canvases in here recently. I'm also waiting on 6 diamond paintings to come in from Diamond Art Club that I ordered on Black Friday. They're supposed to be like, it was like pre-orders. I did 2 separate orders, and there's you know, of course, you know, well, the second order, they were both pre-orders. But in my first order, the one painting that I was like, I liked, but I wasn't 100% sure about, but you know, it jumped in my cart on Black Friday the first time. That one was a pre-order and is holding up. So, but like I said, it says, I think on the website, not the website, dear Lord, baby Jesus, Naomi, get your life together and get your words correct. It says it'll be shipping out like towards the end of December, beginning of January. So, you know, I'm just like, maybe I'll just tough it out and just keep working on this until another canvas comes. I did also order one of the mystery kits, and I keep debating on whether or not I want to like do an unboxing of it, because I guess you can like see the image. So I probably won't do an unboxing, and if I work on it, I don't know if I'll show it on the channel or not, because I don't want to, you know, ruin it for other people. Or if I do, maybe I'll do like what Miss Coffee is doing at the moment, because she's working on one where she has everything and its mother covered up except for the one section she's working on. I don't know. I haven't 100% decided on that. We're just going to pretend like those drills did not just fall over there being, you know, like trying to run away. Like, I don't treat them good. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? I like to stab you and slap you down on the glue. You don't got to, like, run away. I'm not that mean. But, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Where did we leave off? So, yeah, last week was not really the greatest of weeks. This week is, you know, it's seems to be going better. You know, watch I say that, and then I go into work tomorrow, and I don't know, something happens and shit hits the fan. But yeah, so what did I do? Let me see. Let me look at my notes. I was smart enough to write down notes, right? Because I'm so smart. I'm a smart cookie. So, yeah, Thursday I went to work, and, you know, as you know, work has been interesting. I have basically been quieter than a church mouse. I go to work, I do what I gotta do, my time goes to leave, and I'm out like the Cub Scouts, like, peace out. On my lunch break on Thursday, so I ran to the 7-Eleven, and there was this lady there, And she came up to my car, and at first I was like, oh dear Lord, like what is it that you need, you know what I mean? But she didn't look like a drug addict or anything like that. So I was like, you know, Naomi, be nice. Not everybody is gonna come up, you know, knocking on your window asking you for change or this or that. So here, she actually knocked on my window because she wanted to know if I could give her and her daughter a ride back to her car. She had run out of gas, and you know, like she didn't, and there was a bunch of guys in the parking lot, and I think I probably was like the only female. So when she saw me, you know, she had asked, and I felt bad because her daughter was 4, like maybe 5. And yeah, and so here she had run out of gas, and she left her cell phone at home. So her and her daughter walked to the 7-Eleven. Like, she bought a gas can, filled it up, and she was like, you know, is there any way you can give me a ride to my car? She's like, it's only a couple blocks up. She's like, it's going to be too much trying, you know, to walk with holding this gas can and, you know, trying to, you know, control her daughter. Well, I guess not control, but I mean, you know how kids are. And in Florida, like, there's no freaking sidewalks. There is no sidewalks. Like, you know, like, you'll be walking around and a kid will be like, you know, see a ball across the street and they're like, ball, and run, you know. So I didn't mind. So I took her back, and it was, you know, I mean, it was probably like less than, maybe about like a 5-minute drive up the road, but to like walk it carrying a gas can and with the kid, and she already walked it once with the kid, like to go get the gas. So she was very thankful. Like, she wanted to give me money for gas, and I was like, no. I'm like, you know, I've been there before where I have run out of gas, and it sucks, you know what I mean? Like, it sucks. I mean, let me tell you, it only took me one time running out of gas, and I'm like, we don't play them reindeer games. Like, I can't fart in my gas tank and make it keep going. Like, nope, we're gonna stop at this pump and we're gonna get gas. Like, here, look, for perfect example, I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? I don't know. I don't even know where my drill thing is. I have not diamond painted. Has not quite been a week because I also recorded a Christmas premiere. I'm going to be taking part of the Christmas premiere. I will be going on Christmas evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, look for that. My plan is to be there, you know what I mean? I'll probably already be watching the other premieres. I don't, like I said, it's like the same with Thanksgiving. I don't really, yeah, my family's just, how do I put this? It's toxic. It's not emotionally good for me to like be around them. It's just, it's too much, and I don't, why do that to myself when I don't have to, right? So, let's see. I'm like all squirrel. I'm like, I'm not even following my notes. I'm like, la 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 la. We're just gonna go along and do our own thing. So I came home and I was, you know, making pom-poms for the tops of like the gnomes hats. So I started making them, as you guys saw last Wednesday. I did, you know, the epic fail of how not to make a pom-pom. And the funny thing is, as soon as I stopped recording and like I went downstairs and brought everything back downstairs and sat down in front of the TV and waited for, you know, everything to like upload and all that, wouldn't you know I was making pom-poms like fine, no problem. Like, I don't get it. It was like, oh, you want to record and try to talk and make these pom-poms. Well, we're going to pom-pom you. And that's exactly what happened. So if you didn't watch last week's video, if you pay attention, I clearly demonstrate on how not to make a pom-pom, because I did everything but make a pom-pom. Like, I would do all the steps, but when it came down to it, like, it just kept falling apart, driving me bananas. I couldn't. So, but yeah. So that was Thursday. On Friday, so basically, I mean, Monday through Friday, I get up, I go to work, right? Well, definitely Mondays and Fridays. I mean, always 100%. I'm going to the bank on Monday, unless it's a holiday and they're closed. Fridays, 9 out of 10 times, I'm going to the bank to deposit the one sub's check for him. Now, I won't these next 2 weeks, because he always takes off the last 2 weeks of the year and goes and visits family. But anywho, you know, y'all don't need to know that and know his business. I don't know why I'm out here in these streets telling you all this. I don't know, because I don't know. I know I'm nosy. I like to know people's business, but so the bank that I, you know, go to and I bank with, I think out of all the people that, like, used to be there, like, there's one lady in the office. She used to be a teller, and now she, like, has her own office. There is, and one other teller. Everybody else, like the one guy, his name was Lou. I freaking loved him. He was awesome. We bonded because he moved from Florida, or he moved from Pennsylvania to Florida. So, like, he totally understood my Florida not making sense compared to PA. Like, we just clicked. And then here, Lou wound up, like, getting promoted. And I had noticed that, like, he hadn't been at the bank recently. And, like, I asked about him. I was like, you know, like, where's Lou? Because the last time this happened, like, I thought, like, Lou quit. And I'm like, y'all, what the hell? Like, what did you do to Lou? And, I mean, at that time, they were like, oh, no, he's got a promotion. He's doing the classes, blah, blah, blah. You know, he'll be back in 2 weeks. Okay, you know. So it was like, I noticed, you know, like, in a week went by and no Lou. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he's on vacation. Came to, like, the end of, like, the second week, and I was like, I still hadn't seen Lou, and I'm like, all right, where are they hiding him? So I asked, and the one lady was like, yeah, no, he changed branches, because here he was driving, like, almost 40 minutes to an hour, you know, whenever he had to work. And so he wanted to live somewhere closer, and I can't blame him. But I'm about ready to go drive an hour or wherever it is. I'd be like, you're gonna need to tell me what branch Lou transferred to, because I'm gonna take my slap happy behind and I'm gonna drive up there. Yes, because there's like 2 people that are like, I don't know if they like replaced them, if they're temporary, like if they pulled them from another branch, but like, please return them to that branch, right? So the one guy, like, I mean, he's not so bad, but the problem is, like, his limit that, like, he can, like, deposit it's got to be under, or it only goes to, like, 2,000, because every freaking week, if I get stuck with him, I have to wait as he, you know, finds somebody to give, you know, authorization to override it so he can, you know, put these deposits in. I'm like, good gravy. It drives me crazy, and the lines at the bank are just crazy and nuts. And then there's this one lady that, me and her, like, from the get-go, I was like, I mean, and I'm always nice until you give me a reason not to be nice. And then I'm not nice. Like, nope. So I go in and I go to deposit the one sub's checks on Friday. And this is the first time I ever had to deal with this lady. And this was a couple weeks ago. Excuse me. And now, I don't sign. Now, like, I'll sign the back of my own check. But I will not write, because what the bank, like, what they want me to do is write the person's name on the, like, print the person's name on the back of their check and write their account number. No, because if I mess up, you know, like, and I write my own name on the back of the check and it's a payroll check, or I mess up their account number, like, writing this on there, when I say it is a royal pain in the butt, just for tax purposes. It's not hard to void the check. It's not hard to go redo it. It's the whole tax purpose freaking behind it that is a royal pain in the butt, because it'll show that this person, you know, has paid out more tax than what they really did. Like, it's literally just like a pain in the butt. So I fill out the slips, and I don't know, maybe about, it was maybe like March or April, the bank that I used to go to, because when I first got down here, I went to the bank I'm going to now. They gave me a hard time about that and wanted me to write, and I'm like, no, because if I screw it up, no. So when I started going to this other bank, and they shut that bank down in like April, and it's a shame, because those tellers were freaking awesome and amazing, and the people in the office, if like a line was forming, they would come out of their office and jump behind the desk, and yeah, they closed the wrong branch down. But anywho, so they have this one lady there, I mean, and she's giving me this like hard time, because, you know, like, I won't write the guy's name on the back of his check with his account number. And I'm like, no, I'm like, I just fill out the deposit slip, you have a stamp it, right? Well, I mean, that's what she eventually did, because she realized, like, I wasn't doing it, I wasn't having it. Like, no, like, just everybody else does it. Open up your little freaking drawer and just stamp it, and we can go about our merry little way, right? So, I mean, when I say, like, if I realized, like, I was standing in line and I was going to get stuck with her, I would let people go in front of me. Like, that's how much this lady freaking, like, irked me. And I noticed that, like, she would give, like, everybody a hard time. And I'm like, what the good gravy? So I have a call coming in. I will message them back later. So she was giving this, like, one guy a hard time last Friday. And, like, I didn't even have her. And I said something. I was like, that lady is such a freaking bitch. I'm like, all she does is give people a hard time. I'm like, the last, like, 3 weeks, I'm like, that I've noticed that I've come in here, I'm like, every time I come in here, I'm like, she has an issue and is giving somebody a hard time. And I'm like, you know, what the hell? So, yeah, well, guess what? I haven't seen her at the bank all week. Because, yeah, like I said, she was like a Karen. She really was. She was like a Karen. And when I say, like, oh, I mean, and it like, it wasn't like she was giving you a hard time because, you know, like, it's her job. Like, she was giving people a hard time when other tellers would do what she was giving you a hard time about. Like, it just real stupid, just stuff, like just being petty. And guess what? She met the freaking queen of freaking petty because, oh, I can be petty, sweetheart. I can be petty right with the best of them. And believe me, like, you push me to that, you deserve it. I'm just saying, you deserve it. So, let me see. So, so there's the Be at the Bank. I came home. Oh, and that's when I was talking to Kim, my next door neighbor, the one that was so nice to leave me the cookies. She is out of town right now, in Ohio, but I was telling her about, the gnomes and all that, and telling her I was going to open an Etsy store, and she was like, oh, she's like, I actually have an Etsy store, and she was like, she's like, if you have any questions, need any help, she's like, let me know. I know it can be, a little scary and intimidating. So when I say, like, my neighbor, she is freaking, she really is awesome. Like, she's amazing. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. I have, as of right now, I have all 100 bodies stuffed of the gnomes. I just have to put, like, the beards and mustaches, the beards, the nose, and the hat on, I think 35 more, and I will have 100 gnomes completed. So as of right now, I have like 65 completed, if I'm doing the math right. So I'm almost there, but I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm kind of like, I'm missing diamond painting because I mean, basically I diamond paint for about, an hour a week. I think last week I diamond painted for 2 hours out of the whole week because I recorded my regular Whip and Chat video and then the Christmas premiere, and I'm like, I just want to get these gnomes done so I could open up this Etsy store and just start, selling them. And then, I mean, obviously I'm not going to be making 100 gnomes every freaking time. So it'll just be easier to keep up with just, okay, make a couple gnomes here, make a couple gnomes there. And hopefully my life will somewhat go back to a normal diamond painter. And that was on Friday. And then I think on Friday, yeah, I stopped and I did my son's laundry for him on Friday night. I brought it over to him on Saturday and grabbed more laundry and brought him over some food and, toilet paper and paper towels, because boys, they don't think about that stuff, Like, I asked him, I was like, well, what is it that you want? And you know what he told me? Cheez-Its. Just get me Cheez-Its, Mom. You can't live on just Cheez-Its, all right, boy? Like, you can't do it. You need more than just Cheez-Its. So I packed him up some food, brought over his laundry, and I mean, I walked. Well, that was on Saturday. I packed up some food and brought over his clean laundry and grabbed more. It was just like a load that he had, like, found and had forgotten. I told him I'll, drop it off sometime this week. Yeah, there's that. I also realized, I guess it was like, Friday night. So at this point, I had been making pom-poms, oh my gosh, for like a couple days at that point, and I mean, they were turning out, like they had turned out, not, like I said, I don't know what happened in Wednesday's Whip and Chat, but yeah. So they turned out, but I still had to go and, like, snip them and then like cut them down to like even them out. And my poor, like right in here, I don't know if you can see it. You might be able to see it. The lighting's kind of bad. But, like right in here, my poor finger, it's got these like, you can see right there, like these like blisters and stuff. Like they just, it was so sore. And I was like, I can't do this. I'm like, I cannot do this. So I finished up making the ones, you know what I mean, cutting and snipping the ones that I had already had, you know, like started doing, and I finished them. And I mean, I have them and I'll use them, you know what I mean, here and there. But I've decided that I'm buying the damn pom-poms for the top of the hat because I can't do that to my fingers. My poor little fingers were like, and still, like, they're still a little sore. And I haven't touched a pom-pom. Well, I can't say I haven't touched a pom-pom, but I haven't made a pom-pom since last Friday. Like, I was just like, yep, nope, this is not for me. I can't do it. So, Saturday, I got up and I went to Hobby Lobby. And I bought me some pom-poms, and this time I got the right size pom-poms because the white ones that I was using were actually, like, I got them at Target, and they were, like, they were actually attached to, like, a garland. It was, like, a garland with these pom-poms, and I just, like, snipped them. Well, as the Christmas season is ending, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to get these pom-poms. And I think my Target caught on because they stopped restocking them. So I was like, okay. And that's where I was like, well, you got it, you know. I'm like, you know, even if I drive around to different Targets, you know, to see if they have them, I'm like, eventually the season's going to be over and you're going to have to figure out something, you know. I'm like, unless I just don't put pom-poms at the top. And I was looking at it, and I mean, it's doable, but it just, I don't know, to me, it doesn't look complete. So I'm like, yeah, that's a big no. We're gonna need some pom-poms over here. And like I said, the other week, I bought some pom-poms, and I bought these 2-inch ones because I was like, yeah, no, that's too small. That's too small. 2-inch. Yeah, that should be big enough. I get home. Y'all. I don't know what I thought 2 inches was, but these pom-poms are freaking huge compared to like the sock gnome. Like these pom-poms are like half the size of the sock gnome, and I'm like, oh, good gravy. Like, I can't do that. Like, because, no. It doesn't look right. So I'm like, okay. And that's when I decided, I'm like, all right, well, I'll just make them, right? Because, I mean, I can order them off of Amazon, but I don't know. Amazon's just been like, we're going to take your package around the world and then some before, you know, it comes to you. And I understand it's, you know, it's the kind of season it is, but I'm like, I don't have the time to wait. I'm like, because sometimes I order stuff from Amazon and boom, it's there like the next day or, you know, like 2 days later. And then there's times I order stuff from Amazon and my gosh, like the one thing, it was originally supposed to be delivered December 9th. And then it kept getting pushed back, and it was like, you know, finally it was like, you know, if you don't have it by December 17th, you know, contact us and we'll either, you know, refund it or send out a replacement. It finally showed up December 17th, but it was like in Amazon, the date had changed twice before it hit the 17th. Yeah. So I was like, I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time to play Amazon's, you know, Christmas reindeer games. Like, are they Santa Claus? Are they delivering this stuff? Let me hush my mouth. I guess technically they are because, you know, they're out there delivering stuff. So I'm just gonna stop the bus right there. Okay, let's see. So I went grocery shopping. I dropped the clothes off. Oh, when I got to my son's apartment, so like the parking, now if I had a parking pass, like I could park in there and not worried about getting towed. But yeah, if you don't have this like sticker on your car and you park in a spot that does not say visitor, like your car's getting towed. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Your car's getting towed. And the visitor parking, so like say like my son's apartment's over here, the visitor parking is like all the way over here. Yeah, so I walked through Timbuktu, but I was smart because I had 2 Rubbermaid containers, you know, of his clothes, plus like the bags of food. So I have this like wagon that I use like when I go food shopping, because I'm either really smart or just really freaking lazy. I like to think I'm really smart. But instead of making, you know, 5-10 trips, you know, from the car back, I get this wagon, and it's a foldable one, so it's real easy. I just, you know, unfold it, put the stuff down, I throw the bags in there, I wheel the wagon, you know, up to my door, I open my door, and I just, you know, pull the bags out. And I like it because, like I said, I'm not making 50 million trips back and forth to the car. Like, I'm literally taking the stuff out of the car, putting it in the wagon, wheeling it up to my door, and then I just unload it into the house and fold up the wagon and stick it out on the back porch. So I was smart, and I was like, chances are, you know, there's not going to be any guest spots, because they do have a couple guest spots, you know, but when I say like they are taken. So I'm like, chances are I'm not going to get, you know, one of them spots. Let me, you know, bring this wagon so I can drag this stuff through the parking lot, you know, halfway around the world to get to his apartment from where I have to park. So yeah, I was thankful for my little wagon. It ain't little, but I was thankful for my wagon. I came home and I just, you know, started gluing the pom-poms onto hats that didn't have pom-poms. Then I think that's what I did Saturday. I think I had like 60 some hats I had to glue the pom-poms on. No, it had to be more than 60. Because I went through 2 bags of the 30, and then I got this like multicolored one because I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. And out of like the multicolored ones, I think there's like only 2, at least right now. You know what I was thinking? I was like, oh, when it comes to seasons, different seasons, you can like change out, you know, the color of the pom-poms, blah, 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 blah. I don't like the way my brain thinks when I go to Hobby Lobby. It has me thinking all these crazy things like, yeah, you can do this and you can do that. And, you know, $500 later. No, it wasn't $500. But you know what I'm saying. Like, you go in there for like 1 or 2 things. And the next thing you know, the lady at the register is, you know, printing out a receipt long enough, you know, that you could freaking, you know, if you're crafty enough, turn it into some clothing, because that's how long it is. All right. I mean, at least for me, not 9 out of 10 times. Once in a blue moon, and that was on Saturday. And basically, like, my Hobby Lobby is like, I think it's because of Christmas, like, they didn't have any white pom-poms left, and I'm like, that's because all y'all mofos out here trying to make freaking Santa Clauses using the white pom-poms. So yeah, there's that. Sunday, I got up and I started making the gnomes, gluing on the beards and the nose and the hat and all that good malarkey. That was more. I dropped the gnome off to my neighbor. I hung that on her door in a little bag. So Sunday wasn't really all that exciting. Let's see, Monday, I went to work. You know, Monday is my long day. So I went to work. I came home, and you guessed it. If you guessed she made more gnomes, you are correct. Come on down and pick a prize from either door number 1, 2, or 3. I'm just gonna let you know there's nothing behind the door, so don't get all excited. But yeah, so that was Monday. Oh, I went to the post office and I mailed out my mama's gifts. She should have them by Christmas Eve. So yes, I'm excited about that. I picked up a bubble mailer because the boxes that I send my gnomes in, like I think that's what, because like just to send out one gnome, just one gnome in this box, it's about like $6. I'm like, I wonder, you know, if I can make this any cheaper. So I'm going to do like a test run and shove a gnome in a bubble mailer. And now my next door neighbor, Kim, she was like, you know, well, maybe you can like, because we were talking about that with shipping, and she was like, yeah, she was like, if you can, you know, put them in like a bubble mailer, she's like, that would cut down on the shipping cost. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I'm like, but I'm worried about like the nose popping off. Like everything else is glued on there, it ain't coming off. Like, I mean, the nose, it's glued down there, you know what I mean? But that's more of, if anything's gonna fall off in the mail, in a bubble mailer, it's gonna be the nose. So I'm like, so I'm gonna send one to my best friend, you know, and because Kim made a good point. She's like, now would be the time, like with Christmas and all these packages and how busy they are. She's like, you know, they're just tossing these freaking boxes and they don't care. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I'm like, if I can, I just gotta put a damn gnome in the bubble mailer. But with the cookies, Kim also shoved some bubble wrap, because she was like, yeah, she's like, you know, we'll wrap them in like bubble wrap and da. She was like, you know, she's like, if you want to try it, she's like, don't go out and buy bubble wrap. She's like, I have so much bubble wrap. She's like, I can give it to you. So I was like, okay. So yeah, she left me some bubble wrap with my cookies. So I'm gonna suffocate a gnome in some bubble wrap and stuff him in a bubble mailer and ship him off to Pennsylvania and pray that he makes it with his nose intact. Because like I said, that will be like, hopefully the true test. Because yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, like the cheapest, so I don't have to charge, you know what I mean? Like if I don't have to charge somebody $6 for shipping for one gnome, I would rather, you know what I mean? I'd rather not. If I can get it cheaper, that's what I would like to do. And like I said, I know when I mailed out 2 in a box, it would be like around $12, $13. So, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it gets a little pricey. Like, I mean, there's weight to them, but they're not like, they're not filled with rocks. They're not, you know, but there is like a little oomph to it, so it gives it a little bit of weight. But yeah. And then on Tuesday, I went to the bank. Well, I went to work. I went to the bank to deposit the check. There was like this lady from the gas station across the bank that like her and her family run, you know, it's like they own that gas station. And I know them from, you know, going in and buying Fruit Punch Rockstars. I don't go there anymore because they don't keep it stocked, and I'm not going to go there if you don't have them. I will go spend my money somewhere else. But I know her from going in there so much prior. And like I said, it was like probably after like a month of them not having it that I started going somewhere else. So it wasn't like, it was like, oh, they ran out and I just, you know, yeah, no, no, you know what I mean? I'll give you some chance. I'll give you some time. And after a month, like, you should have at least gotten one can of the Fruit Punch Rockstar in there. And they're like, oh, but we got, you know, this green apple. We got this. I'm like, no, I don't want that crap. I don't want it. I want my Fruit Punch Rockstar. That's what I want. And I'm not kidding when I say, like, if you don't have it, like, I will intentionally not shop at your store because you don't have what I want. I'm just gonna have to go somewhere else anyway to get what I want, so why am I going to get half of what I want at your store? But anyway, the one lady, and it was like, she had never dealt with her before, so she needed her ID, and the lady from the gas station, she was there making like a cash deposit, and all the other tellers know her, and the lady was like giving her a hard time because she didn't have her ID. And she's like, you know, she's like, I left it out of my car. Can I run out and get it? And the teller was like, you know, no, we don't have time for that, blah, blah, blah. But, like, it was, I'm telling you, the people at this bank, like, they need to get it together because they're going to catch me on a bad day. And I'm going to really go off and freaking tell them about themselves with, like, the wait lines and the line. Yeah, like, no. I don't have time to stand in line at the bank for like a half an hour to 40 minutes to deposit a freaking check. I can't freaking do it. And let me tell you, the drive-through ain't no freaking better. And then, yeah. Oh, and then so on Tuesday, like, I woke up a little bit late. Like, I woke up basically 15 minutes before I was supposed to be at work. So I quick, you know what I mean, brushed my teeth, threw clothes on, took the freaking dog out. Now, why is it, you know, like, when you're, like, running late, like, if you have a dog, that's the morning, you know what I mean, that they're like, let me sniff every blade of grass, and let me not go potty until I sniff every blade of grass within an acre mile, and oh, I missed this one right here, can't pee yet. I swear, Roscoe was like, but like any other time, you know, in the morning, I take him out and he's like, woo, let me water this grass. Not that morning. And I'm just like, dear Lord, baby Jesus. I'm like, let's go. So he does his business. I take him back inside. I grab my purse and like the bag that like I use to put my drinks and stuff in when I go to work. Now, when I was outside with Roscoe, it was not raining. No, it was not. I literally came back inside, grabbed my stuff, walked outside, and it was like, it just started downpouring. And I mean, like, you could not see 2 feet, like 2 feet in front of you, like when you were driving. It was a little scary at times, but I'm like, I don't have time. Like, I gotta get to work. Like, we're just, you know, Jesus take the wheel and let's hope we get there in one piece. I made it. And that was basically Tuesday. Then today is Wednesday. Well, Wednesday for me. You will be seeing this on Thursday. What the good frickin' gravy. You know, I went to work. Nothing really all that exciting. to share. Just, you know, work. Came home and I'm just trying to get these damn freaking gnomes done. But with that said, I've been over here flapping my gums for quite some time. I need to get this edited and uploaded and all that good gravy, and also go to bed because I gotta go to work tomorrow, because I was going to be off and then also have Thursday and Friday off. But I have to go in and wait for my boss to get this lien notarized that I can send over to this company to lien this builder that wants to play his little reindeer games, and he don't know who he's playing with. Like, he's about ready to have a shitty Christmas, because no. You want to give me a runaround about paying me? And this is the guy that the last job, we've only done 2 jobs for him. The last job we did for him, it was so bad, like trying to get payment from him, that I had to pretend to be interested in buying one of his real estate properties for him to call me back. Yeah, him. Well, he's playing his little stupid reindeer games again. And I'm not the one. I'm like, let's see, we've already done a notice to owner. Okay, you wanna keep playing? You wanna keep playing? Whap, here's a lien. Where, yeah, when I say, like, you don't want to lien on your property, and that's what I'm in the process of doing. But I have to wait. My boss has to get it notarized, and then I have to send it over to the company for them to, serve it and all that good gravy. So, but again, on Christmas night at 8 p.m., I will be in the Christmas premiere, and I wanted to give a big, huge shout out to Pippa Brown, who every year puts this together for everyone. I believe it's 48 hours. I think I could be wrong, but I think it's like 48 hours of that this Christmas premiere goes on. So every hour a different creator records a video, and they can be, down in the chat when their video is going, depending on the time. So my plan is to be there Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I hope to see you guys there. If you haven't already and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. I promise I will have you rolling. Some days I'm better, some days I'm not. But with that said, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time, guys.